CHSE Odisha Class 12 English My Greatest Olympic Prize Textbook Questions and Answers. Unit-wise Gist and Glossary. Unit I. Gist. Jess Owens takes us back to the 1936 Summer Olympics held in Berlin, where nationalistic feelings were running high because of Hitler's reference to his country's participants who belonged to a master race. His words produced no effect on Owens. Everyone looked forward to winning his long jump event, because a year before, he as a university student had set a world record in that field. But his surprise knew no bounds at the sight of a German called Lars Long touching the pit at almost 26 feet on his practice. Owens learned that Hitler hoped to win the jump. In his view, Lars Long's victory would cement the Nazis' iron superiority theory. He was a Negro and was bent on showing his superiority. Summary. Jess always takes us back to the backdrop of the 1936 Summer Olympic Games in Berlin, where Hitler's remarks that his country's players belonged to the best race created a strong sense of nationalism. His words had no effect on Owens. His victory at Lamberia was eagerly awaited by all, as a year earlier as a university student, he had set a world record in this field. But his amazement knew no bounds when he saw a German named Lars Long jumping about 26 feet in the practice stage. Owens finds out that Hitler is expecting him to win in the iron. According to him, Lars Long's victory will certainly reinforce the iron superiority doctrine of the Nazis. He was a Negro and was determined to prove his superiority. Glossary. Olympic Games, a modern revival of the greatest of games or festivals of ancient Greece. The Olympic Games are held every 4 years, each time in a different country. Adolf Hitler, 1889 to 1945, Nazi dictator of Germany, childishly, performers, competitors, master race, superior to all other races. Hitler held that Germans were superior to all other races. Nationalistic, promoting nationalism, especially a narrow kind of nationalism, all-time high, the highest ever. 6 years. Owens had tried hard for 6 years. Set, established, 26 feet 8 inches, 8.13 meters, dot, hands down, very easily. Surprise. Owens' surprise knew no bounds. Startled, greatly shocked and surprised, vertical bar, hitting, touching, leaps, jumps evidently, clearly under wraps, secret. Nazis, members of Hitler's National Socialist German Workers' Party, NSDAP. Iron superiority, the Aryans are superior to all other races. After all, hot under the collar, very angry, determined, firmly decided their Führer, the leader in German, used with special reference to Hitler. Think it out. Question 1. Why were nationalistic feelings running high during the 1936 Summer Olympics in Berlin? Answer. Nationalistic feelings were running high during the 1936 Summer Olympics in Berlin because of Hitler's Nazi theory that Germans were superior to all other races. Question 2. I wasn't too worried about all this. What does this refer to? Hitler's beliefs or winning a gold medal? Answer. This refers to Hitler's beliefs. Question 3. Why wasn't Owens worried? Answer. Owens was not worried, because he had shed his blood, sweat, and tears for 6 years, with the games in his mind. Question 4. Why did everyone expect Owens to win the long jump easily? Answer. Everyone expected Owens to win the long jump easily, because, a year before the advent of the Berlin Olympic Games, he, as a university student, had established the world record of 26 feet 8 inches, 8.13 meters. Question 5. What was the surprise that awaited Jess Owens in Berlin? Answer. The surprise that awaited Jess Owens was a tall German boy, Luz Long's amazing performance of hitting the pit at almost 26 feet on his practice jumps. Question 6. What did he learn from people about Luz Long? Answer. He learned from people about Luz Long that Hitler had kept him secretly hoping he would be the jump winner. Question 7. Do you think Nazis' Aryan superiority theory meant that Germans were superior to Negroes? How did Owens feel about it, angry or bothered? Answer. I don't think Nazis' Aryan superior theory meant that Germans were superior to Negroes. Owens felt angry about it. Question 8. What made Owens determined to beat Luz Long? Answer. The fact that made Owens determined to beat Luz Long was that he was a Negro, and against this backdrop, he would disprove Hitler's Aryan superiority theory. Unit 2. Gist. In the writer's view, anger is the worst enemy of an athlete, because this base passion leads him or her to commit mistakes. The results of the first two qualifying jumps for Owens were dismal. He was utterly disgusted. His failure in the two qualifying jumps made him kick the pit. In the meantime, to his stunned disbelief, he found Luz Long, the tall German long jumper, offered him a firm handshake. He wore a nice look. Owens tried to conceal his nervousness, but Long understood his anger. In spite of being trained in the Nazi youth movement, he was a glorious exception. He did not believe in the concept of Aryan supremacy. The blue-eyed and remarkably handsome Long eventually noticed that his anger had abated and advised Owens to draw a line a few inches at the back of the board and focus on making his take-off from there. He said to Owens that to come first in the trials was of no use and the next day was crucial. Luz Long's words worked wonders. Owens' tension vanished and he qualified for the jump with great confidence. Essence. According to the author, anger is the biggest enemy of the player. Because of this disgusting tendency, he makes mistakes. Owens' first two jumps in the qualifiers were disappointing. He became terribly annoyed. He failed in the first two stages of the qualifiers and hit the ground. Meanwhile, he was surprised to see German Olympian contestant Luz Long extending his hand to shake hands with him. He stared friendlily. Owens wanted to hide his anger, but Long understood that. Although trained in the Nazi youth movement, he was a striking exception. He did not believe in Aryan supremacy. Nilov Nayan and the well-groomed body Long saw that Owens' anger had subsided. He pulled a pit from a few inches behind the wooden plank and advised Owens to start from there, keeping that jar in mind. He told Owens that there was no need to be the first in the qualifiers and in fact the next day was important. Luz Long's advice worked like magic. Owens' anxiety vanished and he qualified for the last leg with a strong confidence. Glossary, athlete, exception, leapt, jumped, beyond, bitterly, with hatred, kicked, disgustedly, firm handshake, twist, here, speech accent, hide, mastered, acquired complete knowledge or skill, a bit, a little, slang, words used informally, words used in talk by a group or class of people, must be eating. You, must be agitating your mind anger, took pain, took trouble, reassure, to say something to make somebody less frightened, schooled, trained, movement, strikingly, impressively handsome, calmed, cooled, counts, matters. Think it out. Question 1. What does a coach say about an angry athlete? Answer. A coach says that an angry athlete will commit mistakes. In other words, he says that anger is an athlete's worst enemy. Question 2. What were the results of the first two qualifying jumps for Owens? Answer. The results of the first two qualifying jumps for Owens were miserable. He jumped from several inches outside the take-off board for a no jump. Question 3. Why did Owens kick the pit? Answer. Owens kicked the pit because he failed during the trials. He was disgusted. Question 4. Who offered Owens a firm handshake? Was he friendly or hostile? Answer. Lars Long, a German long jumper, offered him a firm handshake. He was friendly. Question 5. Why did Long speak to Owens during the trials? Did he mean to make friends with Owens or to find out what was troubling him? Answer. Long spoke to Owens during the trials to help him. He wanted to find out what was troubling Owens. Question 6. He really looked the part. What does this mean? Does it mean Long was trying to play the part of an Aryan, or he looked as if he belonged to a superior race? Answer. He really looked the part, means Lars Long was trying to play the part of an Aryan. Question 7. How did Lars Long help Jess Owens in qualifying for the final jumps? Answer. Lars Long helped Jess Owens in qualifying for the final jumps by advising him to draw a line a few inches at the back of the take-off board and focusing on his start from there. Question 8. Tomorrow is what counts. What did Long mean by this? Does he mean that Owens would win the next day, or that their performance the next day would matter much? Answer. Long means that Owens would win the next day. Question 9. Did Owens qualify for the final jump? How did he do that? Answer. Thanks to Long's friendly advice, Owens qualified for the final jump. Brimming with confidence, he drew a line a full foot behind the board and advanced to jump from there and qualified for the final jump. Unit 3 Gist. A real friendship sprang up between Jess Owens and Lars Long when the former went to the latter's room and dwelt on varied topics for 2 hours. The moment they had been waiting for had arrived at last. Lars smashed his own past record and encouraged Owens to give his best performance. Jess Owens won the event, setting the Olympic record of 26 feet 5'4 inches. Lars congratulated him and shook his hand warmly in spite of Hitler's angry look at them. Owens felt genuine friendship for Lars at that moment. The most fabulous Olympic prize for him was the friendship he formed with Long, but not the gold medal he won in the long jump. In Owens' view, Long epitomized the philosophy of Pierre de Coubertin, the founder of modern Olympic Games. The essence of the Olympic Games lies not in winning but in participating. Good fight, but not conquest, is the hallmark of life. Summary. When Owens went to Lars Long's room and discussed various issues for 2 hours, the real friendship between the two grew. Their moment of waiting came. Lars broke his previous record and encouraged Owens to prove his superiority. Owens won the competition and set an Olympic record by jumping 26 feet 54 inches. Lars Long greeted Hitler despite his angry stare and cheered him up. At that moment Owens felt an unflinching friendship with Lars. The relationship established with Lars was the best Olympic award for him than winning the gold medal in Lamberia. Long was a shining example of the philosophy of Pierre de Coubertin, the founder of modern Olympic sport, which lies in participating, not in winning. The significance of the Olympic sport. The importance of life is not about winning but on struggling well. Glossary: real, genuine, beat, defeat, peak performance, best ever performance, at the instant, at once, congratulating, 26 feet 5¼ inches, 8.6 meters, despite, in spite of, glared, looked with anger, fake, false, 24-carat friendship, genuine friendship, epitome, here, a typical representation of the ideal, taking part. Participating, conquering, winning. Think about it. Question 1. When did Owens and Long realize that they had become friends? Answer. Owens and Long realized that they had become friends after the former went to the latter's room and talked for 2 hours concerning track and field, themselves, the global scenario, and a dozen other topics. Question 2. Who was Coubertin? What was his ideal? Answer. Coubertin was the founder of the modern Olympic Games. His idea was that in life not winning but fighting in the right spirit was very important. Question 3. Why has Luz Long been called a fine example of Coubertin's ideal? Answer. Luz Long has been called a fine example of Coubertin's ideal because the former took a leaf out of the latter's book. The important thing in the Olympic Games is not winning but taking part. The essential thing in life is not conquering but fighting well. Question 4. What do you think was the greatest Olympic prize for Jesse Owens, the gold medal he won in the long jump, or the friendship he formed with Luz Long? Answer. I think the greatest Olympic prize for Jesse Owens was the friendship he formed with Luz Long. Post-reading activities. Doing with words. A. Childish is an adjective. We can make it an adverb by adding ly, childishly. Now add ly to make the following adjectives adverbs: easy, real, bitter, disgusted, clear, physical, friend, final, certain, sudden. Answer. Easy, easily, real, really, bitter, bitterly, disgusted, disgustedly, clear, clearly, physical, physically, friend, friendly, final, finally, certain, certainly, sudden, suddenly. B. Replace the italicized words in each of the following sentences with idiomatic expressions given in brackets: an all-time high, hands down, under wraps, hot under the collar, looked the part, I. The plan was carefully kept secret. 2. Tendulkar's double century is the highest ever individual score in a one-day cricket match. 3. You'd never guess he was a security guard. He doesn't appear to be suited to the job. 4. Delhi Daredevils won the IPL Cup very easily. The policeman was very angry because the criminal escaped. Answer. I. The plan was carefully kept under wraps. 2. Tendulkar's double century is an all-time high individual score in a one-day cricket match. 3. You'd never guess he was a security guard. He doesn't look the part. 4. Delhi Daredevils won the IPL Cup hands down. The policeman was hot under the collar because the criminal escaped. C. Make sentences of your own using the following expressions. I. Make a fool of oneself. 2. Have one's eye on. 3. To be in for a surprise. 4. About. No exception. Answer. I. Make a fool of oneself. He made a fool of himself by turning up drunk to a TV chat show. 2. Have one's eye on. I have got my eye on a new DVD player. 3. To be in for a surprise. The players could be in for a surprise if they expect an easy victory. 4. About. Enthusiasm for reform ebbed out. No exception. Climbers are brave people, and Sharak is no exception. CHSE Odisha Class 12 English My Greatest Olympic Prize. Important questions and answers. I multiple choice questions, MCQs, with answers. Question 1. Who is the writer of My Greatest Olympic Prize? A. Jesse Owens. B. Luz Long. C. Adolf Hitler. D. Churchill. Answer. A. Jesse Owens. Question 2. Jesse Owens belongs to which country? A. America. B. England. C. Germany. D. Italy. Answer. A. America. Question 3. Why had Jesse Owens come to Germany? A. To play football. B. To play cricket. C. To participate in the Commonwealth Games. D. To participate in the Olympic event. Answer. D. to participate in the Olympic event? Question 4. In which year this Olympic event was organized? A. 1935, B. 1937, C. 1936, D. 1938. Answer: C. 1936. Question 5. In which season this Olympic event was organized? A. Winter, B. Summer, C. Spring, D. Rainy. Answer: B. Summer. Question 6. What did Adolf Hitler childishly insist? A. His performers were members of a master race, B. His performers were members of Nordic races, C. His performers were members of Aryan races, D. All the above. Answer: D. All the above. Question 7. Why was not Jesse Owens worried about Hitler's attitude? A. Because he had known him, B. Because he had not full confidence in himself, C. He had trained himself for 6 years, D. None of the above. Answer: C. He had trained himself for 6 years. Question 8. What was he thinking when he was coming over the boat? A. To fight well, B. Was confused about what to do, C. To take the gold medal, D. To play whatever may be. Answer: C. To take the gold medal. Question 9. On which event had he decided to participate? A. High jump, B. Running, C. Long jump, D. Swimming. Answer: C. Long jump. Question 10. What was the record he had created a year before as a university student? A. By jumping 26 feet 8¼ inches, B. By jumping 26 feet 7¼ inches, C. By jumping 26 feet 8½ inches, D. By jumping 26 feet 8⅓ inches. Answer: A. By jumping 26 feet 8¼ inches. Question 11. Why was he surprised when the time came for the long jump trials? A. He saw Hitler there inspiring his performers, B. He saw a tall boy hitting the pit at almost 26 feet on his practice leaps, C. He saw a tall boy hitting the pit at almost 25 feet, D. He saw how Hitler was encouraging them to win the gold medal. Answer: B. He saw a tall boy hitting the pit at almost 26 feet on his practice leaps. Question 12. What was the name of Jesse Owens' rival? A. Hitler, B. Churchill, C. Luz Long, D. None of the above. Answer: C. Luz Long. Question 13. Why had Hitler kept him under secret? A. Hoping Luz Long would not be known to others. B. Hoping Luz Long should not talk to others. C. Hoping Luz Long would win the jump. D. All the above. Answer: C. Hoping Luz Long would win the jump. Question 14. Why did Jesse Owens think if Long won, it would add some new support to the Nazis' Aryan superiority theory? A. Because Hitler was a great leader, B. Because Hitler had organized the Olympic event in Berlin, C. Because Hitler had told his performers were members of a master race, D. All the above. Answer: C. Because Hitler had told his performers were members of a master race. Question 15. What did Jesse Owens determine? A. To respect Hitler's thoughts, B. Became nervous to know Hitler's attitude, C. Promised to show the leader and his master race who was superior and who wasn't, D. None of the above. Answer: C. Promised to show the leader and his master race who was superior and who wasn't. Question 16. What does an angry athlete do? A. An angry athlete easily wins the match, B. An angry athlete becomes a loser, C. An angry athlete makes mistakes, D. All the above. Answer: C. An angry athlete makes mistakes. Question 17. Why was Jesse Owens disqualified in his first two trials? A. He was nervous. B. He was afraid of Hitler. C. He jumped from several inches beyond the take-off board for a no jump. D. He could not understand the rule. Answer. C. He jumped from several inches beyond the take-off board for a no jump. Question 18. Jesse Owens could not clear two of the three long jump trials because he A. was nervous, B. was overconfident, C. was angry over the master race theory of Hitler, D. feared that Luz Long might defeat him. Answer. C. was angry over the master race theory of Hitler. Question 19. The important thing in Olympics is A. taking part, B. playing tricks, C. giving trials, D. all the above. Answer. A. taking part. Question 20. The essential thing in life is A. conquering, B. earning money, C. fighting well, D. winning prize. Answer. C. fighting well. Question 21. Who is referred as their Führer? A. Luz Long, B. Jesse Owens, C. Hitler, D. none of the above. Answer. C. Hitler. Question 22. Jesse Owens was A. an American Negro, B. an Australian, C. a German, D. a swimmer. Answer. A. an American Negro. Question 23. The motto of the Olympics is A. slow and steady wins the race, B. participation is more important than winning, C. faster, higher, stronger, D. winning is more important than participation. Answer. B. participation is more important than winning. Question 24. Luz Long, the German athlete, had A. a dull face, B. a strikingly handsome, chiseled face, C. a tanned face, D. a dusky complexion. Answer. B. a strikingly handsome, chiseled face. Question 25. Luz Long suggested Owens to A. draw a line a few inches in the back of the board and then take off, B. run fast, C. not to participate in the finals, D. foul in the last attempt. Answer. A. draw a line a few inches in the back of the board and then take off. Question 26. Jesse Owens considers his friendship with Luz Long as A. 18-carat friendship, B. 22-carat friendship, C. 24-carat friendship, D. 25-carat friendship. Answer. C. 24-carat friendship. Question 27. The founder the Modem Olympic Games is A. Bill Gates, B. Malala Yousafzai, C. Pierre de Coubertin, D. Mahatma Gandhi. Answer. C. Pierre de Coubertin. Question 28. Luz Long was schooled in A. an international English medium school, B. Nazi youth movement, C. an urban school in Germany, D. none of the above. Answer. B. Nazi youth movement. Question 29. The two friends talked for 2 hours on A. the political situation of Germany, B. about Hitler's behavior, C. about track and field, the world situation, and a dozen other things, D. all the above. Answer. C. about track and field, the world situation, and a dozen other things. Question 30. What helped Owens qualifying for the finals? A. Long's true and comforting words, B. his anger for Hitler, C. his determination, D. Long qualifying for the finals easily. Answer. A. Long's true and comforting words. Question 31. Where did Owens walk over to that night? A. to the Olympic ground, B. to the Olympic village, C. Luz Long's room, D. to his coach's quarters. Answer. C. Laslong's room. Question 32. How long did Owens and Long talk? A. For an hour. B. For 2 hours. C. For few hours. D. Till morning. Answer. B. For 2 hours. Question 33. Owens and Laslong didn't talk about underscore 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 underscore. A. Track and fields. B. Themselves. C. The world situation. D. Other athletes. Answer. D. Other athletes. Question 34. What did Owens know Luz wanted him to do? A. Give his best. B. Let him win. C. Try to beat him. D. Participate in the games. Answer. A. Give his best. Question 35. Laslong wanted Owens to give his best, even if that meant underscore 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 underscore. A. Owens win. B. Proving the Iron Supremacy Theory wrong. C. Owens defeat. D. Hitler getting angry. Answer. A. Owens win. Question 36. Who broke his own past record? A. Laslong. B. Jesse Owens. C. Both Long and Owens. D. None of them. Answer. A. Laslong. Question 37. Laslong breaking his own past record pushed Owens on to underscore 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 underscore. A. Difficult situation. B. Peak performance. C. Annoying situation. D. Breaking his own record. Answer. B. Peak performance. Question 38. What was the Olympic record set by Owens? A. 26 feet 8 and a quarter inches. B. 28 feet 61 inches. C. 26 feet 5 and a quarter inches. D. 28 feet 8 and a quarter inches. Answer. C. 26 feet 5 and a quarter inches. Question 39. How far were the stands where Hitler was glaring at the two athletes? A. Less than 100 yards. B. 100 meters. C. Less than 100 meters. D. 100 inches. Answer. A. Less than 100 yards. Question 40. Who was by the narrator's side congratulating him for the win? A. Jesse Owens. B. Adolf Hitler. C. Laslong. D. Other American athletes. Answer. C. Laslong. Question 41. What was the greatest Olympic prize for Jesse Owens? A. Setting the Olympic record. B. Proving Hitler wrong. C. Beating Hitler's best athlete. D. The friendship of Laslong. Answer. D. The friendship of Laslong. Question 42. Who is the father of the modern Olympic Games? A. Jesse Owens. B. Pierre de Coubertin. C. Laslong. D. Adolf Hitler. Answer. B. Pierre de Coubertin. Question 43. What according to Coubertin is the most important thing in the Olympic Games? A. Winning. B. Participating. C. Making friends. D. Setting world records. Answer. B. Participating. Question 44. Coubertin said that the most important thing in life is not conquering but underscore 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 underscore. A. Participating. B. Playing with a friendly spirit. C. Helping each other in need. D. Fighting well. Answer. D. Fighting well. Question 45. Who was the epitome of Coubertin's ideal? A. Jesse Owens. B. Laslong. C. The Olympic participants. D. German athletes. Answer. B. Laslong. Question 46. Which of the following is not an adverb? A. Easily. B. Bitterly. C. Physically. D. Silly. Answer. D. Silly. Question 47. He had kept his plans underscore. A. Hands down. B. Hot under collars. C. Under secret. D. Under wraps. Answer. D. Under wraps. Question 48. Tendulkar's double century is the individual score in a one-day cricket match. A. All-time highest. B. All-time high. C. All-time best. D. All-time record. Answer. B. All-time high. Question 49. You'd not believe he was a security guard. He doesn't underscore. A. Appear like that. B. Seem like that. C. Look that part. D. Look the part. Answer. D. Look the part. Question 50. He was expected to win the match very easily. Replace the italic portion with a suitable idiomatic expression. A. Underhands. B. Hands down. C. Hands up. D. Under wraps. Answer. B. Hands down. Question 51. He has always been very angry with the ways of his neighbor. Replace the bold word with a suitable idiomatic expression. A. On guards. B. Hot-headed. C. Red under the hands. D. Hot under the collar. Answer. D. Hot under the collar. Question 52. Which of the following means to behave in a very silly way? A. Have one's eyes on. B. To be in for a surprise. C. Hot under the collar. D. Make a fool of oneself. Answer. D. Make a fool of oneself. Question 53. Owens had his underscore the long jump. A. Hands down. B. Eyes on. C. Wraps under. D. Eyes at. Answer. B. Eyes on. Question 54. He doesn't know that he is underscore when. He reaches home. A. Making fool of himself. B. No exception. C. Little hot under the collar. D. In for a surprise. Answer. D. In for a surprise. Question 55. All his tension seemed to underscore the score. A. Get out. B. Take out. C. Go out. D. About. Answer. A. Get out. 2 short type questions with answers. Question 1. Why were nationalistic feelings running high during the 1936 Summer Olympics in Berlin? Answer. Nationalistic feelings were running high during the 1936 Summer Olympics in Berlin because of Hitler's Nazi theory that Germans were superior to all other races. Question 2. How did Luz Long push the narrator on to setting the Olympic record? Answer. Luz Long went out to the field the next day trying to beat Owens if he could. But Owens knew that Luz Long wanted him to do his best even if that meant his winning. As it turned out, Luz broke his own past record. In doing so he pushed the narrator on to setting the Olympic record, the peak of performance. Question 3. Why did everyone expect Owens to win the long jump easily? Answer. Everyone expected Owens to win the long jump easily, because, a year before the advent of the Berlin Olympic Games, he, as a university student, had established the world record of 26 feet 8/inches, 8.13 meters. Question 4. What was the surprise that awaited Jess Owens in Berlin? Answer. The surprise that awaited Jesse Owens was a tall German boy, Luz Long's amazing performance of hitting the pit at almost 26 feet on his practice jumps. Question 5. What made Owens determined to beat Luz Long? Answer. The fact that made Owens determined to beat Luz Long was that he was a Negro, and against this backdrop, he would disprove Hitler's iron superiority theory. Question 6. What does a coach say about an angry athlete? Answer. A coach says that an angry athlete will commit mistakes. In other words, he says that anger is an athlete's worst enemy. Question 7. What were the results of the first two qualifying jumps for Owens? Answer. The results of the first two qualifying jumps for Owens were miserable. He jumped from several inches outside the takeoff board for a no jump. Question 8. How did Luz Long help Jesse Owens in qualifying for the final jumps? Answer. Luz Long helped Jesse Owens in qualifying for the final jumps by advising him to draw a line a few inches at the back of the takeoff board and focusing on his start from there. Question 9. Did Owens qualify for the final jump? How did he do that? Answer. Thanks to Long's friendly advice, Owens qualified for the final jump. Brimming with confidence, he drew a line a full foot behind the board and advanced to jump from there and qualified for the final jump. Question 10. When did Owens and Long realize that they had become friends? Answer. Owens and Long realized that they had become friends after the former went to the latter's room and talked for 2 hours concerning track and field, themselves, the global scenario, and a dozen other topics. Question 11. What did they discuss in Luz Long's room in the Olympic Village? Answer. They discussed in Luz Long's room in the Olympic Village for 2 hours about track and field, themselves, the world situation, and a dozen of other things. Question 12. When did Owens and Long realize that they had become friends? Answer. After discussing a lot of things like the track and field, the world situation, etc. in Luz Long's room in the Olympic Village, Owens finally got up to leave, and they both knew that a real friendship had been formed. Question 13. Who was Coubertin? What was his ideal? Answer. Coubertin was the founder of the modern Olympic Games. His ideal was, the important thing in the Olympic Games is not winning but taking part. Question 14. Why has Luz Long been called a fine example of Coubertin's ideal? Answer. Luz Long has been called a fine example of Coubertin's ideal because he proved this by supporting Owens, who is his immediate rival in the games, when he was disturbed. He was a real hero. Question 15. Throw light on Hitler's theory of the master race. Answer. Hitler's theory of master race states that the Germans belonged to the iron race that cut other peoples to size. There was a tinge of arrogance about his tone. Question 16. I wasn't too worried about all this. What did this signify here? Answer. This signified the fact that Owens was not bothered about Hitler's slogan of iron superiority, which gave rise to unprecedented nationalistic feelings. Introducing the author, James Cleveland, Jesse Owens, 1913 to 1980, an American track and field athlete, is an icon in the world of sports. In 1936, Owens arrived in Berlin to compete for the United States in the Summer Olympics. Adolf Hitler was using the Games to show the world a resurgent Nazi Germany. He and other government officials had high hopes that German athletes would dominate the Games with victories. The German athletes achieved a top-of-the-table medal haul. Meanwhile, Nazi propaganda promoted concepts of iron racial superiority and depicted ethnic Africans as inferior. Owens surprised many by winning 4 gold medals. On 3 August 1936, he won the 100m sprint, defeating Ralph Metcalfe. On August 4, the long jump, later crediting friendly and helpful advice from Luz Long, the German competitor he ultimately defeated. On August 5, the 200m sprint, and after he was added to the 4x100m relay team, following a request by the Germans to replace a Jewish-American sprinter, he won his 4th on August 9, a performance not equaled until Carl Lewis won gold medals in the same events at the 1984 Summer Olympics. These 4 gold medals made Jesse Owens globally famous. In 1955, President Dwight D. Eisenhower honored Owens by naming him an ambassador of sports. About the topic, in this essay, Jesse Owens gives vent to his experiences of the 1936 Summer Olympics held in Berlin. Nationalistic feelings were running high in Germany. However, Owens was not worried at all. He was endowed with an unflinching faith in his abilities. Owens set a world record in the long jump, defeating the famous German athlete Luz Long. This essay also deals with Owens' lasting friendship with him and the spirit of the Olympic Games. Summary: the writer takes us back to the summer of 1936 when the Olympic Games took place in Berlin. Adolf Hitler's slogan of "Iron racial superiority" sparked intense patriotic feelings. However, Owens was unmoved. He had shed blood, sweat, and tears for the last 6 years for this moment. He was keen on winning the gold medal, especially in the long jump. Everyone expected him to come out successful in that final event quite easily. A great surprise was in store for Owens. He noticed a tall German boy named Luz Long perform an amazing performance on his practice leaps. He learned from people that Hitler had kept him secret. The Nazi leader hoped Luz Long to win the jump. Owens was a Negro. Hitler's theory that Germans were superior to Negroes filled him with anger. Owens was determined to cut Hitler's vanity to size. Anger had an adverse effect on Owens. The first 2 of his 3 qualifying jumps were a dismal failure. His setback in the trial disgusted him. Bitterness gripped him. To his stunned disbelief, Luz Long came to Owens and talked to him in a cordial manner. He understood that the American athlete was angry. He frankly said that he did not believe in iron supremacy. Luz Long had a lean, muscular frame, clear blue eyes, fair hair, and an impressively handsome face. He saw that Owens' anger had abated. Lung advised him to draw a line a few inches at the back of the board and focus on his start from there. His advice worked wonders. Owens qualified for the final jump. That night Owens met Luz Long in his room in the Olympic Village to thank him for his timely advice. Their 2-hour talk embraced so many things. They were bound by a genuine friendship. The moment everyone had waited for came at last. Luz surpassed his own record. His spectacular feat compelled Owens to give his best performance. And he set the world record of 26 feet 5 inches in his final jump. Despite Hitler's angry look at them, Luz congratulated Owens and warmly shook his hand with a sweet smile. Owens' feeling for Luz was indefinable at that moment. In short, the greatest Olympic prize for Jesse Owens was not the gold medal he won in the long jump, but the friendship he established with Luz Long. Owens states that Luz Long was a perfect example of an athlete as epitomized by the philosophy of Pierre de Coubertin, founder of the modern Olympic Games. To Coubertin, participation in the Olympics Games is more important than victory. Besides, the essence of life lies not in conquering but in fighting in the right spirit. Summary: The author takes us back to the background of the Olympic Games held in Berlin in the summer of 1936. Adolf Hitler's Arya supremacy campaign evoked a great sense of patriotism. But it didn't affect Oais. For this moment, he prepared himself for the last 6 years with swetha, tears, blood cells. He was sure of winning the gold medal, especially in Lamdian. Everyone expected him to succeed easily in the final stages. A huge bewilderment was waiting for Oais. He finds the amazing feat of a Denga German boy in practice. He got to know from people that Hitler had kept him secret. The Nazi leader was hoping to win a medal at Loose Long Lamberia. Oais was a Negro. The Germans excel at the Negroes. Hitler's theory caused anger in his mind. He made sure to spend Hitler's vain pride. Anger adversely affected Oais. The first 2 of the first 3 Dians of his qualifying failed miserably. The failure of the qualifiers made him unhappy. The bitterness gripped him. Though it seemed unfaithful to him, Luz came to Long Oais and talked sincerely. He understood that the American sportsman was angry. He made it clear that he did not believe in the principle of Aryan superiority. Luz Long had a lean, muscular face, bright blue cane, beautiful hair, and a slim face that impressed others. He watched as Oais' anger subsided. Luz Long advised him to pull a hole a few inches behind the board and focus on it and jump. His advice worked wonders. Oais qualified for the last leg. The same night Owens met Luz Long in his chamber at the Olympic Village and thanked him for his helpful advice. Their 2-hour conversation focused on many topics. They became bound by a bond of friendship. Everyone's anticipated moment finally appeared. Luz broke his previous record. His spectacular leap forced Oais to his greatest feat. He set a world record by jumping 26 feet 5 inches on the last leg. Loose Long smiled sweetly and grunted at her, despite Hitler's angry stare. His feelings for Luz at the time were indescribable. In short, it was not the gold medal he won in Lamdian, but his established friendship with Luz Long that was his best Olympic award. Owens said that according to Perry de Coubertin, the founder of the modern Olympic sport, Luz Long was an excellent example of sportsmanship. According to Coubertin, it is more important to participate in an Olympic Games than to win. Apart from this, the importance of life is not only about winning, but on struggling with a good attitude.